What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV. You've joined us for the preview of the Arsenal vs Olympiacos Champions League second fixture at the Emirates at 8 PM kickoff this Wednesday. And this preview is brought to you by an airline that we flew on, last year actually. Myself and Robbie, business class. Shout out Kenya Airways. And here's a little bit more on them here.
If you guys remember, Robbie and Cecil had the best travel experience with Kenya Airways back in May. I didn't get invited. But now you have the opportunity to experience true African hospitality as well. They're now flying into London Gatwick with 3 weekly flights every Monday, Thursday and Saturday. This is in addition to the daily flights to and from Heathrow, which means more flexibility for you, whether you prefer a morning or evening flight. KQ has you covered. And here's the best part. They're giving all AFTV fans 15% off all flights to, from London Gatwick or Heathrow to any KQ destination. Just use the promo code AFTV25 when booking your return for travel between now and November the 30th. This discount expires at the end of the month, so hit the link below and book your next adventure with Kenya Airways right away.
It's been a good weekend for Arsenal fans. But will Olympia cost us a defeat? Come Wednesday night.
Yeah, I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah,
hopefully not. But it might be a bit too much.
I've heard better.
No, that's good. That's good play on words.
I did that on the delayed train. I was running in.
You do it while she was cycling as well, yeah?
I was on the line back just thinking, Olympia, you good?
You didn't chat GPT.
No, this is me. This is me. All the credit goes to me. If you like it, let me know in the comments. You probably won't. You'll probably give me 8, but it's all good. Let's get into this. Let's discuss, because let me give some information that we have. Obviously, Olympiacos, listen, I'm no expert.
Yeah.
I don't watch them week in, week out. I don't watch the Super League in Greece at all. But they are top, currently joint top with AEK Athens as well. They're not going to. I don't think. I looked at their team. No one's going to really, if I'm honest, trouble us. Even I looked at some of their players. I think Pedence's there. Obviously, he was at Wolves. Short guy. I think he can be technical, but not someone that's I'm completely worried about. They've got Ayub Kabi as well, who's their top goal scorer. He scored 3 goals in 5 matches. But again, you look at our defence, regardless of who the defenders are, whether it's Saliba, whether it's Mascara, whether it's Gabriel, whether it's, and Kapi is probably going to be injured as well. But if any of them, you'd think we'd deal with them. It's the second fixture in Champions League. I know we're gonna have to talk a little bit. I'm sure there'll be a spillover from the win at Newcastle. But Laurie, for you, going in Champions League, do you expect a battering? Because sometimes you say, I like to respect teams. But then sometimes I've seen you watch teams and be like, these are crap. No. We should be smoking these teams. So I never know where to stand with you.
No, listen, without wishing to be disrespectful,
well, listen,
we should be beating Olympiacos at home. Come on. We should be, man.
Yeah, we should be.
Yeah, we should.
But should we be doing a state? Should we be seeing? We just seen us go to Newcastle, and I mean, I don't know. Some of the reviews from you guys that have watched, so it might be a bit controversial. But when we were sitting there, we could see a difference in Arsenal, more direct play from Arsenal. So if we do the same we did against Newcastle here, I personally expect a couple goals. I don't just expect a win. Do you expect more than just?
No, I think we should expect to win, man. We're amongst the favourites for the competition. We're at home. We're already beating Bilbao away. Coming back to the Emirates against a team that, let's face it, we should be expecting to beat Olympiacos, and fairly comfortably. That's not me disrespecting. That's just the truth. What I do think, though, is that we'll see a rotated team. And I think whatever team the manager puts out should be strong enough to get the job. I know we're going to talk about the starting 11 and all that later, but I'm expecting to see a win and goals. I don't think that's too much to expect.
Yeah. Where are you at? I mean, a win definitely. I think all Arsenal fans that are watching this you put respect to the Champions League as a tough game. I mean, we went to Bilbao and I actually think at times we struggled. They were a good side, but we won that game 2-0. This one we're at home.
I know that you've taken that down a notch.
What's that?
Because before you were saying they were a very good side.
They were a good side.
Yeah.
They are
They're
a good
not
side.
very good side.
They are. At home they are. I think they haven't they didn't lose a game for a long time, haven't they?
Because the weekend before we played them, they lost at home to Alaves.
For a long time they hadn't won.
They were a good side, Laurie. They
many games they were unbeaten at
combative.
home.
We didn't
They
breeze
make
past.
it easy for us.
Yeah, we didn't breeze past Bilbao.
Yeah.
But
I
I wouldn't have said they're a very good side. That's just my
Champions League teams can be
I
good.
said, I mentioned that I think in a previous interview with you, Laurie, and I said it doesn't matter. Whoever features in the Champions League, they're there by obviously the fact that they've deserved it. So that's where we have to respect our opponents.
Yeah.
Going into the Olympiacos game, again, you mentioned a few names that we should be wary about, but I feel the biggest test for us is we've already kind of climbed that mountain in the sense of we've won away from home. Man United, Liverpool, we struggled obviously to that wonderful goal, that free kick. But then I think that Newcastle one that just went where I was a bit emotional, people, but look, I've calmed down now. I look back at it and I say that was a monumental performance from us and a great win for the team and for Arteta. So to be honest, to kind of seal it all off, go into the Champions League, be very professional, get the job done. If anything, if Arteta can rotate a few players, that'd be handy, because we've got a lot of games coming up, moving on from the Olympiacos game. But yeah, we should. On paper, we should beat Olympiacos 100%, especially at home.
And let's be honest as well, Cecil. So it's our first Champions League game at home for this season.
Yeah.
The crowd are going to be bang up for
100%.
it.
Yeah.
We're just coming off a good win against Newcastle. So the vibe is there.
Yeah, tickets are selling for extortionate prices as well.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I looked, bro. Jeez, Louis, so you're right. I mean, if you're in there, be loud, because hey, I'd love to be in this. But yeah, but you're right.
Champions League
be up
nights
to
are
speak.
special nights.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time when we couldn't make Champions League.
Yeah.
we
Europa
were very
League.
saddened about it. Now Champions League football is back. Like I said, it's the first home game of this season's Champions League campaign. It's a team against, let's be honest, we should be beating them. So the vibe is there.
Yeah.
But it's up to the players now to produce.
Yeah.
I think any team that he selects, within reason, should be enough to get the job done.
Is he going to be considering anything like as in terms of rotation because there's a West Ham game on the weekend, or should he just be eradicating that from his mindset and thinking, doesn't matter who I play, you can play today and against West Ham and it should be fine. We have an international break after. Or do you think there'll be quite wholesale changes? We'll do a Predicted 11 video, of course, as always. But just ask me the question: do you think he should be massively rotating, or should he be just sticking to an informed team? I think Newcastle.
I know we're going to talk about it later, so I don't want to divulge too much. But I would say that I'm expecting to see at least 3, maybe 4 changes.
Okay.
I feel like we might see a change in the middle with Declan Rice, because I think he put in a shift yesterday.
Yeah.
He covered a lot of ground, and you got to kind of protect him, especially in the sense of moving into. I think we got West Ham. We're going to need him for West Ham, so maybe we might see a Norgard in there in the middle. Yeah, it'll be good to see him. And then I think at the end of the day, Arteta now he's got options. That's something that we didn't have.
Exactly.
It's fantastic. We can rest Saka if we need to. Maybe we might feature Max Dowman. I know he was on the bench. We were speaking to Jack earlier, and we were saying Max Dowman was included in the squad, but he didn't get a feature in the Newcastle game. Maybe Arteta might give him a few minutes or give him a cameo, which would be fantastic in front of the home field crowd. But yeah, no, it should be interesting. Just keep the squad fresh. That's the most important thing, because the injuries are going sky high, not just with us, like throughout the whole football league. Yeah. It seems to be a thing where people are going down after a knock.
A question I must ask, and it's something that, again, it's more maybe the statisticians of the world. You guys might be able to give me your conclusion on it. But do you think Arteta goes how he's been against Newcastle and actually Bilbao, more direct in this game? Because he's at home, can he play the luxurious football? Can he keep it on the ground and do the free-flowing football that growing up Arsenal used to play? And listen, I'm not batting away that Arsenal are going direct. I actually enjoyed watching Victor Gyökeres get more involvement in the game, him holding up the ball. There was actually patterns of play at Newcastle where there was nice patterns of play, but because it's Olympiacos, they're not going to be used to Arsenal. They could, in my opinion, they should be able to flex their muscles a little bit, Arsenal, and say, well, we can bop it round you, or we can go direct. Which style of play do you think Arteta's gonna deploy?
Right, that's a good question. I think the fact that we're at home, the fact that we had a good win at the weekend. Like I said, the vibe is up.
You want to be entertained, isn't
it?
Yeah.
You don't even know.
No, because
Now, what I was going to say is I can't imagine him being anything other than looking to be expansive in this game.
Right.
I mean, why would you not? You know what I mean? The vibe is there, like I say, coming off a good win.
Yeah.
We're playing at home against a team we're expected to win. We've got the personnel. So, let the players go out there and express themselves. I fully expect them to be on the front foot right from the start,
Is that fair, Quams?
Yeah, no, it's fair. I think one thing that Arteta's obviously added to his game now is, the long ball hold up with Gyökeres, as you mentioned. He done very well in that game in Newcastle. The patterns of play with Timber, then to Declan Rice, Saka, and then I think it was the moment where we hit the bar with Trossard, or hit the post.
The post,
That's the kind of football that I wanted to see. I did call for it yesterday. If we can do that, obviously, this week, that'll be fantastic. But I feel like we're slowly kind of starting to click. It's given us a while. It's, 6 games into the season, /7. New players are integrating into the team. Eze's finding that little circle in the middle. You know, it's good things, and then you've got players to come back in as well. Odegaard, obviously, he made a good cameo for us yesterday.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of quality coming off those benches, so it's only going to improve. So I think we just got different options, not just with the personnel, but in terms of playing style as well. Because you've got players that can bop it, that can do a quick 5-10 yard pass, but then you've got the likes of Declan Rice who can spray it if we need to and switch the play. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the game. Hopefully they'll enjoy it as well.
It's an exciting game. I am as well. And before we go to score bridges, I've got to like some big up Arteta. It feels like, listen, he's. I don't want to say, like I said this in the fan, I don't want to be disrespectful, but he seems like he's learning as he's going along. Not in a way that he's a complete amateur. I know it's his first job, but like he's not listening to fans either, but he's improving. He's playing more direct. He's putting Eze in the 10. He's making substitutions earlier than we've ever seen. Like week by week, it's like, okay, I'm gonna make adjustments, and it seems to be working. So we're at this stage now.
The only thing I would say about that though is, okay, we saw Eze in the 10, and listen, that's what we all wanted to see back in the studio when we were covering the game. But if Odegaard is available and Eze is available, I'm not so sure if you're going to see Eze in the 10.
Fair point.
Yeah, but you put him. The thing is, Eze is so good. You can put him on the left. He can play anywhere across that front line, really and truly. So, I think it's a hard option for Arteta, but it's a wonderful option to have. That you've got that quality as well in the final third.
And you can rotate.
And you can rotate
throughout the game. I mean, I saw Rice at one stage playing the 6, which I was so happy to see as well yesterday when he was doing all the rotations as well. So like that could happen. You can have Eze and Odegaard in front of Rice or Zubimendi.
Yeah, there's many permutations.
Because the quality is so high.
Said, that is a wonderful problem for the manager to have. He can be a bit of a headache as well, because he's scratching his head thinking, how do I get the best out of the team, the squad I've got? But I've said this on different forums previously. Arsenal's squad is as strong, if not stronger than, if not
one of the strongest.
No, I think
teams in the Premier League.
I think it is.
Yeah,
I
one
think
of
it's
the
Possible
strongest.
exception of Liverpool. They're the only one that comes close, in my opinion.
Well, right now on form, you'd say Arsenal have the best squad.
Yeah.
Because Isak's not firing.
And I was going to say, by extension, that applies to Europe as well. We've got to have one of the best squads in Europe. So it's incumbent upon the manager to get the most out of those players.
I was critical of Arteta, and I've supported Arteta from the previous seasons, and I said I don't want no excuses, so that's why I've been a bit harsh. But he has proven to me in the first 6 or 7 games that he can learn from his mistakes, which you mentioned, and he's doing a lot of the mistakes that he made last season. He's rectifying it, and you know, this is him growing as a manager, growing into his position even more, but also silencing all the doubters, silencing the noise. It's very difficult to make certain decisions when you've got like 60,000 plus millions of people around the world that think that they know what's best for Arsenal, and he's like, no, I will place Eze in number 10 when I'm ready, not when you tell me to.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've got to say credit to him. A lot of the decisions or the substitutions he's made is led to us winning the game. So I have to say credit to him, credit to the players as well, like the Martinellis.
And let's be honest as well, Olympiacos are not going to come here and be expansive, are they? They're going to come here and put the shutters up.
Yeah, they'll be more worried about us.
4, they're going to sit deep. We know how it goes, right? Because pretty much every team, even Man City, were forced to do that against Arsenal. So I'm not expecting Olympiacos to come here and try and, meet fire with fire. They're going to sit back, and Arsenal will have to break them down. So we will have a lot of the ball. So it's up to the players to do their thing. Yeah, it's
a good point. I think listen, there's going to be hopefully a box to box on the channel with Olympiacos fan, which I know is supposed to be being arranged in the next day or so. So we'll be able to hear from Olympiacos fan, because that's a very good point. Yeah, that was a very good point. That they probably are going to come in and shut up shop, but
no, they will.
But they could. But an Olympiacos fan might say, "Hey, we don't do that.
We're
not
scared.
Go for it." Yeah,
we're sitting at the top of the league for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in the Greek league, they are the numero uno, isn't it? They're like the main man.
Yeah.
So it's a different. But trust me, I would be extremely surprised if they come here on Wednesday and try to meet us.
You just never know.
Yeah,
you just never know, because like you said, in their league, they might feel themselves superior as us at sitting at the top, and they might think, why should we? Yes, we understand what Arsenal are, but like if Arsenal went away in the Champions League, we go for it. And I know, but we're not first, we're not top of our league, but we just know that we are a good quality team. Players and teams and managers, they have an ego where they all think the same. So you never know, but it'd be good to hear from that fan. I just want for this game, as an Arsenal fan, I've had a great weekend. We've seen many of our rivals drop points. We've seen Arsenal overcome Newcastle at St James's Park. I want us to flex our muscles a bit, and our trajectory seems to be doing this. I want to see that on Wednesday. I don't want to see a drop in anything. I want to see Arsenal go for it. The squad is phenomenal. There is injuries. There's players out, but you wouldn't even really You wouldn't even really realise that we're missing such key players. So big up Arsenal for this weekend. Let's hope they're going to smash it. Go on.
I think one of the most important things about that win yesterday is that for me, it wasn't just the 3 points. I think the manner in which that win was achieved, I think now gives Arsenal some momentum in which to build on. So I'm hoping to see that reflected on Wednesday, you know what I mean? So the vibe right now, I keep talking about it, the vibe is up, the vibe is, you know what I mean? You're speaking to people, yeah, man, everyone's buoyant. So I'm expecting to see that reflected on the pitch.
Yeah, just quickly as well, just the run of games that we've got, you know, with the West Hams and that coming up, we don't really have to play a top team for quite a while now, or until maybe November, Chelsea and then Spurs or whatever. And January, I'm looking at January with Liverpool. Obviously, take it game by game, but we can create a lot of momentum and get some results behind our belts. Build that speed. As you said, the trajectory is very, very important. At this particular moment, where we've maybe fumbled Arsenal leading up to Christmas, maybe we can get a run in up to Christmas, which would be fantastic. And I believe that will give us, you know, the impetus to continue in the Champions League.
Okay, now time for score predictions. Then Kwanzaa, you're the guest. We'll go with you first.
Cheers, mate.
Give us a score prediction.
I reckon clean sheet. I want to go for a clean sheet, and I'll go 3-0. 3-0 Arsenal clean sheet. Gyökeres to score, please. Eze to score as well. That'd be lovely.
I'd love to see Gyökeres get on a score sheet. Yeah. He came close a couple of times.
He done well. He put in a lot of work yesterday.
He's holding up the ball. I think I'm seeing incremental improvements in him. We just need a few more goals now.
Yeah.
But obviously, the more games he gets, the more chances he will get a goal. So yeah.
And I'm gonna go. I was gonna go 3-0 as well. I feel like I'm not being humble at all. I feel like I'm just being a little bit. So I'm gonna go 2-0 just to be a little bit conservative. Listen, you never know. We might score a couple goals in the first half and then try and just see out the game, save ourselves, which I've seen Arsenal do before. Or I don't know if we still have that. I hope to see that killer instinct where we think, you know, the Man Cities of back in the day, when they're up front, they go for it. They just keep going and going and going, put them to the sword. I hope to see that from Arsenal. I haven't yet actually seen that.
No, can I change? I'm going to go 2-0.
No, you can't.
Oh, you're going to change.
Oh, come on, man.
I swayed it. No, it's the words.
No, but
it's the articulation.
You do make a good point there. It's true. We even saw it with Port Vale. Sometimes it's like we don't want to kill them off completely.
Yeah.
We don't. Once we got a couple of goals in front, we tend to
just keep the ball
naturally just coast out the rest of the game. I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, same. Same. I don't want that to happen. But
so let me go 2-0.
Okay. All right. I'm the only one going for 3 then, guys.
Wicked. Well, listen, that is it. Excuse me. That is it for the preview for the Arsenal versus Olympiacos game, 8 p.m. on Wednesday in the Champions League, the second fixture in the Champions League. And again, a big thank you to Kenya Airlines, for sponsoring this video. Listen, a great airline that we travelled on and we got looked after, and that's the best way to fly, especially if you're heading over to Kenya and some other African countries as well. Take care, everyone. I'll see you again soon. Like the video on the way out. Peace.